Welcome back. We are doing the Seattle Seahawks record predictions. Week 1 against the Colts. It should be a good game. Um, but I think Seattle will. Maybe they can do stuff on the defensive side and maybe make some turnovers. Maybe they'll win that game. In week 2, they have the Titans. I don't think they'll beat the Titans. Titans are a really good team, and I don't think they're losing to Seattle. Week 3, they're going against the Vikings. This should be a good game. Definitely should be a really good game, but I do have the Vikings winning. They'll do well on defense, and they'll be able to do on offense and just score. 49ers, I do think that they'll win this. It should be a good game. Both games should be good. 49ers and the Seahawks, they should be both good. Then they have Seattle beating the Rams. It's gonna be a close game. The Rams are a really good team. Pretty good. They're really good. They're just good. They're just a really good team. Week 6, Seattle versus Steelers. I think the Steelers can get a pass rush going, but Seattle's gonna should be able to pass the ball, and maybe the Steelers have a bad offensive game, and maybe that's how the Seahawks win. Seahawks versus the Saints. I don't think the Saints will win. They could win, but I wouldn't say they're gonna win that game. They'll definitely be able to run the ball, I think. But yeah, I think they will maybe struggle a little bit to pass the ball. Not too much, but a little bit. Week 8 against the Jags. It could be a good game, I think. But I have Seattle winning. Coming off their bye against the Packers, I have them losing. I mean, it's the Packers. They're a really good team. Obviously, they're week 11. I do have Cardinals winning their away game against Seattle. Just they get a pass rush going. They'll just play really well. I don't have the Cardinals not sweeping the Seahawks. I have them splitting because I have the Seahawks going on a little bit of a winning streak at the end. Then week 12 against Washington. Washington will get a pass rush going, and they'll just do that. They'll just do that. They'll probably run the ball, pass the ball, but it should be a close game, definitely. Then I have Seattle beating the 49ers, the home game. Definitely both games should be really, really good, I would say. 49ers have a really good team. Seahawks, they definitely have a really good team too, but in some areas they definitely do need to improve. Definitely a lot on the defense. Obviously, their linebackers and safeties are really, really good, but really everything else is kind of that's where they pretty much struggle. Seattle versus the Texans. I do have Seattle winning. It could be a I think the Texans could score points and maybe get some stops. Maybe the Texans they'll be somewhat competitive in some games, but I don't think they'll winning against Seattle. And like 15 against Rams. I do have the Rams winning this one. It's just Rams are obviously a really good team, one of the best in the NFC. Definitely, but I haven't won that. Week 16, them against the Bears. Bears are definitely a really good. I mean, they're definitely a good team. Uh, really only problem is the really quarterback position and probably like a little bit of offensive line. Definitely they could improve if they improved, which obviously they drafted Justin Fields, and I think when he does start, he'll do fine. I wouldn't. I think he maybe he shouldn't. Maybe they shouldn't start him when they do play the Rams. But yeah, they probably won't. Maybe he'll go in there and play a little bit, but I don't know. But I do have Seattle win that. And Seattle versus Lions. I do have Seattle winning. I mean, it should be a close game because the Lions, the only problem with the Lions is their defense. Their offense is fine. They have good offensive line. They have I would say their wide receivers are maybe a little questionable and not too much, but they have a really good tight end. They have really good running backs. Their quarterback is fine. Goff should do fine. So yeah, and then I have the Seahawks being the Cardinals. So we'll go do worst case. Definitely do think they can lose to the Steelers. No. I could go on a losing streak. Right here, hold on. I don't think the Seahawks will be this bad. They'll be competitive. They'll be a very competitive team, but they could lose a lot. And that's, honestly, that's pretty much, maybe I could change one more game. Maybe I could change, like, the Bears game. Definitely do see the Bears winning that because it's week 16. Maybe the Fields will be in by then, and maybe we'll do really good. So yeah, I mean, I would say 7-10 probably the worst case, and I'll do best case. Which is not really gonna be that much better. Which obviously I'm gonna change these before the season starts because, in my opinion, really, I think 10-7 actually is their best case. I don't think they'll do better than that because they have a really tough schedule. Then they could definitely lose to the Colts. They could go on. They could start off easily 0-5, even like 0-7. I honestly do think they could do that, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But yeah, I think their best case is 10-7. So yeah, we'll go. Yeah, my prediction 10-7, 3-3 in the divisions, conference 6-6, home 6-2, away 4-5 versus winning, 4-7 versus losing 6-0. So that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Reddit. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. And as always, I will be back.